Okay, let's see if this works, because I haven't done one in a while, and I almost forget how to press record. Hold on. Hey Siri, what day is it today?
It's Monday, the 31st of December, 2018.
Yeah, I don't know how we got here, but we did. December 31st, 2018. And that is really loud, but I want to keep recording. So, 2019 is tomorrow, and I'm a little freaked out because I'm going to be 34. Yeah, I'm going to be 34 next year. I don't know how I got here, but it's been really, really interesting. So, let's start with what's easiest is my debt-free journey. So it's been interesting, my debt-free journey of I started the year of getting into debt. I was debt-free minus my student loan, and I went and got myself a high interest loan, and now that loan is $4,500, give or take, and the interest rate on that thing would scare a lot of people. But I'm okay with it because it rebuilt my credit to the point where Capital One gave me another card. Now, if you're watching my sick and tired moment of all my debt, my whole history of money and all that stuff, my money story video, I gotta figure out the card thing and put a card somewhere up here so you can go watch it. If not, I'll just link it in the bottom so you can go watch it. Yeah, you would think based on my whole history that I probably shouldn't have debt, but I don't really use it as much as like the average person. I don't have a lot of stuff, so it's not stuff. I'm not really doing the whole online shopping thing. I do a lot of online window shopping, so it's not like, oh, I'm gonna rack up my debt. It's just more of I need to feel secure by having a good credit score, or at least access to credit, or one solid active credit card with a decent limit on it that's over $3,000. So I'm comfortable with that. But it's just, and I was more impatient of rebuilding my credit. It's not like, I could have slowed it down a bit on trying to get credit and all that stuff and get into debt. It just, the way I did it was just the quickest way I knew how, was to go get a payday loan, pay it back, and then it boosted my score a couple points, like 50 points or 22 points. It wasn't even like a huge increase from like where I started to where I am now, depending on which credit reporting company I'm looking at. It's just more of, I was just being impatient. I felt like because I'm over 30, I should have certain things in my financial life that I really didn't do anything to put them in place. That's one of the things I learned for over the year for 2018. I didn't really put anything in place, so I shouldn't expect something to be there. It's almost like if you cook dinner and there's leftovers, and you go there and it's just you by yourself, you're expecting your leftovers to be there because you didn't eat them, but I've eaten everything. So that is where I'm learning about my debt and all those things. And then I also learned that I don't need to follow everybody's financial advice on personal finance. There is a lot of you out there doing things on personal finance. I'm sticking with my go-to lady, Gail Vaz-Oxlade, because two things. I love her books, I love her show, and I met the woman in person 3 times, maybe 4, definitely 3. I got a picture with her the last time I saw her when she was at my college. And I like her philosophy. I really do. Even though she talks about having a balanced budget or a zero-based budget, she also talks about that you need to save something for short-term goals and your future planning. So the other book I have on the floor over there is her book on retirement. I gotta do that. I'm 34 next year. I work for myself, self-employed. There's no employer going to put money in my my retirement. So I have to do it myself. On top of that, I got to pay off my debt. And yeah, so, and that was a big thing also for 2018. It's just everything I have is because I work for it, or I choose income opportunities that only happen when I work. Like if I don't work, if I don't show up, I don't get paid. When I worked in a call center or some retail job, you could show up and do a really, really basic job and they'll still pay you at the end of the week. Working for yourself, you gotta produce results every single time to work. Webcamming, the career path that I've chosen, only works when I work those sites. Only works when I click broadcast. And I learned from the live video that I did the other day, the 2-hour video, gotta put up a card up there too for that, that the advice I was giving from people, that is the logical advice I know for the whole 16 years of me webcamming, so 16 March 18, 2019 of webcamming. Someone took my advice and ran with it, and they made more money than I made all year from webcamming. So there's that, which is really, really, really interesting, that my advice works, because clearly somebody took that advice, ran with it, and they made it work for them. And it's really just basically, if your webcam site is active and you can log on and make money, log on and make money. That's it. Your whole focus of doing webcam is to reach payout, which is the minimum amount the company will send you a check if you reach those earnings. It's not that difficult. It's really not. Like, it's just really, really not that difficult. And I discovered the minimum amount threshold paycheck of getting those earnings from all the websites I work, add them all together, is over $200 earnings. So that means if I can hit that number either on one website or all the websites every single day, that puts me on the path of earning over $100,000. It's really not that difficult. The whole money thing is really not that difficult. You gotta save for the future. You gotta save for certain things that happen 30 days from now. You gotta pay for stuff that are happening right now, which is groceries, transportation, maybe some clothing, get your hair done, and that's it. So you gotta take care of survival, the future, and when you're old and gray and you need money. That's pretty much it. It's not like it's this huge, big thing about money. So that's what we got for my recap of 2018. Like, I know I did a 2-hour live video on my wins and fails of 2018, but I wanted to make this video of it because I don't know if I covered these things in my live video for 2018. So I want to get that video out of the way, and then I gotta plan out my 2019, the budget for 2019, that budget for January, and then my goals for 2019, because 2019 is kind of huge considering of how I got here, like mentally and just growing up as an adult. I'm 34 next year. I remember turning 18. I remember leaving the house. I remember all the horrible stuff that happened to me, but I've reached 34. So we gotta talk about that. We gotta talk about what it feels like to get this far from a place of being a survivor of trauma and all that stuff, because it's actually hitting me right now, and it didn't hit me before. But I tend to not plan the next stage of anything until New Year's, because February is my birthday, so I kind of have to get ready for that. And yeah, there's just so much we gotta plan and talk about, so we gotta work on that. So yeah, if this is the first time you're watching my face, give me a thumbs up, because if you watch the video this long, you gotta like it. And if you've never subscribed to my channel, you're gonna have to do that. And that bell notification when I upload a new video, or if I do a live YouTube session, you want to know about that too. So yeah, I will see you on the next one. Smooches.